the EASyCAST radio reviews thing?
The EASyCAST review, Miss Cratchit ass.
But I actually woke up unlike you. So hey, don't be too hard on yourself. Also, I didn't think WFEP operators slept on the job, so that's going on the Yelp review. Yeah. Alright, yeah, alright. Welcome. Hello. Hey.
Oh, finally, Miss Cratchit got her masturbation technique finished.
Ouch.
What? That's a disturbing thought. Overwhelming disturbing. Anyways, welcome to Radio Reviews.
Bitch. This is definitely going in outtakes. Because...
Oh, you've been filming? That's good
yeah,
stuff.
that was like to call the fucking Wolf Fox Emergency Preparedness in Memphis, Tennessee.
No, we have this thing going where we'll call each other back and forth, and it's like, because I have 2414 as the server, and she's like, hello, I'd like to make a complaint, and then I call fucking Wolf Fox at 2 a.m. I got called at 3 a.m. once by Ari, and it's like, I'd like to make a complaint. I'm like, Ari, it's 3 a.m. on a Monday.
She wanted to fap with someone in the corner.
Easy screamer. Good to know. Good to know we're on the same page. Anyways, welcome to Radio Reviews. When are we starting?
Oh boy. Hey guys, what's up? It's a very messy-haired Clay Ranger 143 here, along with
Thunderbuddy 01.
and
Yeah, EAS guy 114.
And a very tired derping fire alarms.
Woo.
and
Welcome to Radio Reviews.
in this episode of Radio Reviews, we are going to be reviewing yet another ENDEC. Don't worry, this is going to be the last ENDEC that we're going to review, for now at least.
Until somehow Michael gets his hands on a Holly Ann or a Burke.
Oh god, never.
But the ENDEC,
Yeah.
I'm reviewing
the ENDEC that we're reviewing is the Trilithic EASyCAST.
Yep, look at this thing. But yeah, look at this thing. This thing, yeah, I have a feeling we're going to get pretty wound up on these buttons here during this review, but yeah. It's right below the gray box, as you can clearly see, which we just reviewed 2 nights ago, in fact. And anyways, why don't we go ahead and get started with the review on the one and only Trilithic EASyCAST. Alright, the Trilithic EASyCAST. Look at this thing. This is like a big old black brick. Seriously, look at this. It's wider in terms of, you know, length. The gray box is like short as fuck. Look at this. That's a big encoder.
I'd say if I were to rank each size of encoder that I have, all that I've had experience with, it would be Sage as the smallest in terms of depth, followed by the TFT, followed by this thing.
Yeah, I think this is longer than the TFT.
Yeah, it is. I checked.
Bruh. All I have to say to that is just a big old.
That was weak.
It was weak like my emotional state. I mean, what?
It doesn't matter if it's an EASyCAST, an EASy Plus, an EASy IPTV, etc., etc. Whether or not it comes with a character generator is purely manufacturer choice. It doesn't matter the model.
Right. So anyway.
Like 2007.
Anyways, we're gonna get into the cool features that this ENDEC has. This big giant radio has. Yes, I said that. Because this thing actually has 2 built-in tuners to monitor shit. Why do you think there's a fucking antenna on the back? But 2 actually, yeah. There's one external one right there, and then there's an internal antenna that Nicholas ordered from Amazon, which basically looks like a fucking version 5. But yeah.
It's essentially just a antenna on a coax base.
But yeah, this is basically, as I said, for the EASyCAST. It's a sword.
Watch where you're pointing that thing.
My focus eye out.
Okay, I'll just I'll pull. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the first feature. And already we're going to get into this. We're going to talk about the alert origination on the EASyCAST.
So there's 2 ways you could originate alerts on the Trilithic. So one way you could do is via the front panel. Obviously enter your password. Usually
9001. It's not a phone password, is it?
Well, the default password is usually 2345, which I actually found out after I got this out of the box. So then what you can do is to originate via the front panel, you're in the main menu, press 1 for operation, 1 for encode, and you can either send a weekly test or resend the last message that this encoder received. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to send the weekly test. Oh, and also, I should mention that my EASyCAST, it took into the back of my Sage, but I turned off automatic mode on this, so it shouldn't relay automatically.
Okay, it takes a while.
Sometimes
Here it
depending.
comes. It's coming to the Sage anyway!
I turned off automatic mode. Why?
Oh, because alright, so the Sage has a bunch of hidden secrets, so you guys probably didn't even tap in your review. Keep in mind, automatic mode and manual mode do not mean anything on that unit. It's all about filters. I don't even know why they included those modes, but it's all about filters.
Alright, and
I think the printer paper's done, Chief.
He's receiving it from his EASy unit.
Is it?
yeah, probably. Judging by how many counties I put in for the alert origination on there, it's
No way.
Hang on, is it still going?
yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Probably the biggest RWT script you could probably ever find.
It's still fucking going. Hang on.
Printers gotta love 'em.
No, what? Is man.
How about a Sage that instead of like putting an electronic relay to the printer, it puts an electronic relay to like a Colt 1911. So whenever it goes to print, you just get a shot fired in your room to the floor.
It's still printing.
That's quick.
So,
Hey. Hang on. fucking counties did you program in this motherfucker?
If I pull up my laptop here,
How many fucking counties?
I basically put in the entire.
Left. I stand corrected.
I think I just put in all of the local counties I can get on there.
Oh, look at this shit! Look at all the fucking numbers!
So after that incredibly long print, so
hang on. I'm going to flip this and put it here.
My Christ, what am I looking at? Oh, sorry, Michael.
How about you drink a nice big bowl of fuck you?
Dude, I drink that every day. I'm part of the EAS.
Ouch. Ouch.
I'm sorry, that was not right.
Yeah, if you're trying to get my phone to stay in there, oh my god, you actually got it to fit.
Let me rephrase that. I drink that every day. I talk to Ari. Here we go, happy.
And as Michael proceeds to commit dead.
Hey, it worked. It's pointing directly towards the index. By the way, let's take a look at how much printer paper is left after that fucking obnoxiously long print.
Should be wasting your printer paper.
He has a shit ton of it. Bro, there's actually still some left in there! There's actually some left in there, what the fuck?
Sorry, I was a little busy. I didn't hear you. Yeah, well, we're gonna TFT are very similar. No, dude, you don't want to hear the TFT printer. It's so annoying.
I can probably understand why Brandon unplugged it, but I want it to be working!
Well, anyway, so that's one way you could originate alerts through the EASyCAST. Now, if I pull up this, yeah, I know it says Easy Plus up there. It's technically
EASyCAST, Easy Plus, Easy IPTV, they're all basically the same models with slight differences.
Do a review of the cable box.
Why? Why? Why?
It's cool.
But it's not a radio. This is for radios. This is...
so.
It technically is a radio, actually.
No, it isn't.
Alright, I'll shut up now.
Alright, so another way you could do it is if you could open up the Trilithic EASy application that usually would come with your encoder.
Hey, Nicholas.
You can, yeah.
Not to interrupt, but your receipt comes down to a total of...
Jesus fucking Christ.
Actually, hang on.
As Michael
The receipt comes down to a total of $469.20.
So another way you could originate alerts is through the EASy application. So what you have to do is go to Utilities. Well, actually no, hold up. You first have to connect to the EASyCAST. Usually it would say direct to COM whatever, and it usually depends on the serial cable you have plugged in. Password, I think the default password for the
Thing isn't coming out, and I gotta replace the fucking piece of shit. I can't stand this fucking. I'm gonna put a new roll in, but
yeah. So you have to connect into the ENDEC via your RS-232 or your serial cable. Usually it would say COM 1, 2, 3, or 4. In my case, it's COM 9. Then you just press connect after you put in the password, which I believe is just administrator.
What is that? It's ICC.
just continue. I don't even want to know.
And then you press utilities, and then when you go to, then you have to go to encoder. And what I'm gonna do now is, so we don't have another mishap like that.
Yeah, the printer. Look at this, it's so tangled up and shit. Anyways, continue.
So I'm gonna do a practice demo for my local county.
Oh, not to interrupt, but do you have some masking tape anywhere? Not like just regular tape?
Scotch tape, I think it should be in the office.
Okay. Where? Oh wait, I'm stupid. I know where it is.
So I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do a practice demo for my county through the application.
That's why I did that yesterday.
And assuming the voice message isn't all fucked up from last origination when you did that insanely suggestive message.
Oh, about my axe? Yeah, sure.
I hope that message is not on here.
It's not anymore. Didn't we overwrite it with a legit test
Yeah, we
message?
did. And this
should have probably put a new roll in there first before we do any more tampering with this. So I'm gonna do that now.
Okay, now, to explain the absolute trash audio quality of that thing, which I don't actually think it's trash, but a lot of people do. This thing has two different audio chips in it. One of them is a 16-bit 8 kilohertz audio chip, which is basically about telephone quality, and a 5.5 kilohertz 8-bit chip in it, which is worse than telephone quality, and I have no clue as to why they included it, but, so.
Before you do any more tampering, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this nice old thick paper roll into the sage.
It's not as bad quality as Jaden's. For any viewers that are interested in games, it's like G961. They're the worst to obtain. Do not get them. They suck.
Alright. So yeah. So the audio. So as Nick was saying, there's two audio chips for the Easy. I believe you said there was an 8 kilohertz chip and a 5 kilohertz chip.
There's a telephone quality chip, and there's a, so I'd say about telephone quality is it's the 8 kilohertz at 16 bits, which is about, a bit higher quality than a telephone.
Okay, I got it right.
And then a 5.5 audio chip, which is about the equivalent of a very old Bell telephone system. Telephone system, so I can see why they have such an absolute garbage quality, but they still can run off of radio.
Okay, I was just making sure that I got the printer side up right, because usually with these printer rolls, on a side note, if you put them in wrong, it'll just not print at all, so you have to put it in with the coded side up, but I got it right.
Alright, so
I just conducted a weekly.
Alright, so now the
printer of my EAS prints in tungsten.
So now that we've discussed the alert origination feature, I noticed that the event duration on here is a lot more customizable. You can actually put custom time ranges. I was actually able to type in those text boxes over there for the fields. So
we didn't even get off the first topic and look how long it is.
Good God.
Alright, but yeah.
So yeah.
New printer roll.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, so the event duration you could put in however long you want. I
don't know if there is actually an alert limit on the EASyCAST. Sorry about that. Someone was fucking calling my phone.
So yeah, so I believe what can be sent on here is limited by the. Oh, actually.
So you have a good amount if you have the encoder registered. Which, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are forced to register some parts of the encoder with keys by Trilithic before being able to use them. Now, lucky for Thunderbuddy over here, and even lucky for me, ours came pre-registered since they used to belong to broadcaster cable companies. But along with the encoder, you do have a wide variety of things you can use here, except for obviously emergency action notification and emergency action termination, as those are national event codes and should not be in the hands of anybody except for professionals that know how to manage them.
Oh,
Right.
Fun fact. When we were, trying to figure out how to put the printer paper into this ENDEC, I actually tried to do an EAN on it. It was restricted with nothing hooked up to it. So the myth has been busted. Told you so.
So,
And also, is it just me, or is this red line on the side of the printer paper kind of cool?
that is kind of cool. I think that's just letting you know that it's almost out, so...
Yeah. Also, it looks like blood. That's fucking creepy. Nature show shit from July 12th.
Okay, moving on from that. So, yeah, the event duration, you can set it for however long you want. Let's see. I think by default it lets you only go up to. Oh, actually, now I'm curious. How high can you? Oh, 24 hours and.
You can put the time up to 24 hours and 0. I think it's either 24 hours or 99 hours. Let me check. Oh, you can only get it. Alright, you can only put it up to 6 hours 45 apparently.
Really?
So EMAX can do 99 hours.
Yeah, keep bragging about your fucking TFT
For
ripoff.
the record, all viewers that can see this, it's not anything different. It is literally a rebranded EAS 911.
We literally discussed that in the last episode.
I wasn't in the last episode, Ari, because I'm not cool enough. I see how it is.
So,
The only reason why Ari was in the fucking last episode was because she has the fucking ripoff of it.
And it sucks, actually, believe it or not.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
but anyway, so
My ass. Best encoder, my fucking ass.
Michael, that's kind of suggestive how you're talking about your ass being the best encoder ever. So,
It's not. I didn't say that. That's my ass.
anyways, with the alert origination feature out of the way, now 15 minutes long. Why don't we talk about what else could we talk about? The internal radios that you can get with these things.
Yep. Or tuners.
By default, there are usually 4 radios on every unit. However, unfortunately, Thunderbuddy got very unlucky and his unit only came with 2. However, this does not mean that he still doesn't have avid monitors, as each radio can monitor FM from 520 kilohertz to about 1,000 kilohertz, FM from 87.5 megahertz to about 107.9 megahertz, and every NOAA weather radio frequency, at least the ones that you can get in your area.
Yeah.
There are 4 of these. So most of your monitors are actually hardware based out of radio. So all you gotta do is plug a couple antennas into them, configure them internally, and you're good. You also have 2 other wire-in monitors. So you have a total of 6 monitors on that thing, but 2 of them require additional port.
Yeah, so if I go back here to the lovely little terminal block area here, I don't know if you can see it judging by the angle. I'll try and get it in the best way I can, because trying to go behind these encoders with the tight space that I have back here is kind of a bitch. But right here, you have input 5 and 6, positive and negative, and I believe they share a ground terminal. But yeah, this ENDEC, came with 2 internal radios. One I have a generic coax antenna installed, because this actually the antennas actually are supposed to be hooked in with coax.
Yeah, coaxial cables. Like the kind of coaxial cables that you would plug into the back of an old television or something.
Or a cable box in my case. And the other antenna, I have my Midland 18259W, which is actually going out through this window right here.
Wait, that external antenna is made by Midland?
Well, yeah, I've had it
I
since.
did not know that.
Yeah, the 18259W is it's a Midland external antenna that I've had since 2014.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty cool. Now I know where to buy one of these things. Midland.
So
Also, off topic, but why do you have more than one Alexa?
Because yes. You bitch. You knocked over.
That wasn't me, goddammit, it was fucking Alexa.
He's having a party.
Happy.
Went to go hire some bookers, but he thought it'd be better to just put his Amazon Alexa into miniature cocktail skirts and call it a night.
Boy. Oh, fuck.
So, I have mine. So my internal radios are set up to monitor. I'm gonna try and adjust the exposure here so you can see. So I have radio receiver number 3 on here monitoring. I have this EASyCAST monitoring WXM80 out of Riverhead because that's the station with the best signal that I can get from here.
And also the station with the most fucking outages.
And I also have it monitoring 99.9 WEZN broadcasting out of Bridgeport.
Reason.
So, I obviously put the stations that serve my county because, you know, it's designed to, well, right now it's designed to be a local ENDEC, and it usually works best as a local because I believe you can only program a certain amount of counties into the its database inside the unit. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have this monitoring. I'm gonna have this monitoring Star 99.9 and WXM80. Obviously, now one thing I do want to know: is it possible to like purchase an actual, like another actual unit, like another actual radio unit for the EASys, or is that something that has to come from the factory?
Could you repeat that question, because the audio input on Discord is so bad that you're cutting in and out every millisecond.
All right.
It's the audio detection.
All right. So, say if I wanted to hook up an extra radio unit or an extra internal tuner for this EASyCAST, would I be able to do that, or is that something that has to be done from the factory?
No, I personally, I would suggest getting an external receiver and just plugging it into the baseband, but you have to actually, you had originally to go to Trilithic about getting more radios put in, because they would put more radios in for you, but you cannot install them on your own for the reasons that A, they don't give them out to the public, and B, well, Trilithic doesn't even support their Plus Caster IPTV units. If you go to Trilithic for anything, they're going to tell you the same thing they told me: buy an EasyCap, which is the big blue screen on Xfinity or something. You know, that's how people know it, but they don't support that anymore. So unfortunately, you have to get an external receiver.
Oof. All right. So, yeah. So, kind of heard it here. Heard it here first. You can't really buy any external or internal radio units and just plug them in. You have to basically just spend upwards of like $5,000 just to get the EasyCap, which is what they support now. So now, so that's a little bit of the that's a little bit of how you can set up the internal radios. Now, if I go to the menus here, I go to setup and then radios.
Until 8 p.m. this evening. Impacts, hot temperatures and high cause illnesses to occur. A heat advisory, when the combination of heat and humidity is expected to make it feel like it is 95 to 99 degrees for 2 or more consecutive days, or 100 to 104 degrees for any length of time. Seniors and those with chronic health problems or mental health conditions are at an increased risk. Homes without air conditioning can be much hotter than outdoor temperatures. Use air conditioning to stay cool at home or go to a place that has air conditioning. Check on vulnerable friends, family members, and neighbors. To reduce risk during outdoor work, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration recommends scheduling frequent rest breaks in humid or air-conditioned environments.
So the sound quality of the internal radios, at least hearing it from the front menu, it actually, to me, it sounds really good. But I will touch up on something that I've noticed with the internal radios on the Easy, and that would be the sheer amount of sensitivity that it requires to activate. What?
The sheer amount of sensitivity. Okay, guys, I want you to all right, go in front of your phone, okay, while you're recording, if you please.
All right.
Okay, so Nicholas, don't look. Just turn around.
I'm concerned.
No, just no. Come
I'm
together
concerned.
right here, right here. All right. Now, don't close your eyes.
All right, I'm concerned.
And don't look. Guys, don't say a word, okay?
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah,
I didn't even take it out again.
Well, the papers are gone, so I could. So
I put them in the garbage.
Oh, really? Then what's behind?
Close your eyes. Close your fucking eyes.
Why do you sound like you're about to rape me right now?
I'm not. That's gay and wrong. But Nicholas, come on, come over here,
no.
please. It's nothing bad. I promise.
You're gonna pull the fucking George Washington shit on me again, aren't you?
Just turn around. Here, just turn around so they can see it.
This sounds like a really bad start to a really bad.
Turn around. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
I'll get Thunder Buddy copyright claim.
Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Nicholas, just close your eyes, please. Please. Come on, man. Come on, turn around. It's nothing bad, I swear.
I know what you're about to do.
Please. Okay. If I do it to myself afterwards, would that make you feel better?
I would prefer if you did it to yourself, but.
Looks like the Wii Shop channel, anyone?
Come on, it took me like fucking 10 minutes to make it!
Sorry about that. Like my Wii.
We're already at 9.5 minutes for this segment alone.
Alright, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you... Ladies and gentlemen, I give you George ROHS compliant Washington.
His name is Harris Sage, for your information. Harris Sage.
Harris Sage.
Who just shot a chicken? What was that?
Listen.
What?
Boy.
Boy.
Oh, Ari, god damn it. You're playing my first scenario. Oh my fucking god.
Don't like you for that. Oh, we supposed to laugh?
No.
No. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hurt you.
So, alright, so I was gonna touch up on the activation sensitivity, but I think it's just this being a piece of ass, so...
What the fuck was that?
That's Nick blowing a gasket. He does that a lot.
What the fuck is this?
Subscribe to EAS Guy 114 on YouTube. I don't upload it. Go to www.wdfaradio.com. Start plugging
www.wdfaradio.com.
Why are you abusing my ceiling fan? So, alright, I was gonna touch up on the active... You just violated that paper.
See the paper.
So, I was going to touch up on the activation sensitivity, but what I am going to talk about is the built-in microphone. Let's just say that mine has been having a...
I'm gonna go hook this into the back of my TFT.
All right, so let's just say that this microphone can be absolute shit. This microphone on my EASyCAST can be an absolute bitch. Like the audio on it will just sound extremely muffled. I'm not sure if I'm the only one to notice that, but
yeah. A little side note to the microphone: it sounds like you're speaking through a tin can. It's not a good microphone. It's a very small, just compact piece of garbage microphone that wasn't really intended to be used because they wanted you to use the software more. It was kind of a last ditch effort if you don't have working software. However, the speaker on it, the audio chips may be in 8 kilohertz and 5.5 kilohertz, but the speaker itself, when it has audio played through it, does sound pretty okay. It's at 32 kilohertz at a bit of 16, which is pretty good for those kind of speakers. Otherwise, good luck with quality.
Yeah, the speaker on this, I've listened to the weather band on here. Oh no, don't mind me, I'm just setting up my recon because I just now noticed it powered off. But yeah, the speaker on this, when I was listening to WXM80, it actually sounded pretty good. I believe it's just having a bit of reception problems because I'm kind of using an antenna from Midland that's kind of hanging on to the coax adapter that I got for it. But aside from that, the speaker quality is good. The microphone could have been miles better because, you know, it makes you sound like you're talking like this. Oh yeah, Clan Ranger committed dead and he wants to have sex with his TFT. But yeah, so yeah, the speaker quality is good. The microphone on it is kind of ass. So
That's good, man.
I'm talking about God damn it. I'm mainly
That's seriously, children. It's not. Stay away from it.
No, he wouldn't know.
Oh, he's never had it.
No.
Oh,
you
good
bitch.
luck, buddy.
So yeah, the speaker quality, it's good. The microphone quality is just kind of like not good. Actually, no. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna say it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not good. It's fucking terrible. Like, who would make a freaking microphone sound like you're talking through a tin can on steroids? Like,
Simple answer, Trilithic.
good point. Yes.
Well, actually, it's me now.
But I wish Trilithic made a better microphone for this, because simply put, it's just better. Like, it would just be a hell of a lot better. Like, why couldn't they do what Sage did and just give you the option to plug in a microphone of your choice? Like,
You can.
wait, you can?
Yes, so the two baseband monitors 5 and 6 can work if you plug a powered microphone into them. You can actually choose to record your audio off of monitors 5 and 6 in that case. Therefore, you can plug in your own custom microphone to that thing. It's still going to record in 8 kilohertz at 16 bits, but you can still plug in your own microphone to those terminal blocks. It has to be powered first and foremost.
Oh, well, I learned something new then.
I forgot to mention yesterday in the TFT review, but you can actually record if you plug in a microphone. Same thing with how you can do with monitors 5 and 6 on the EASyCAST. You can do the same thing with monitor 1 on the TFT and record a message.
Ah, all right.
Wait, you did a review of the TFT?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You probably missed so much, it's not even funny, Ari.
I know.
How do you get to the operational menu?
911 and then press enter.
Okay. How do you get to the logs of the internal logs of the unit?
I don't know.
How do you adjust character generator, bud?
The operations menu? No, not even the operations menu. See, you missed quite a bit.
Well, let's just say at some point down the line we're probably gonna have
16 months for a new review.
Yeah, let's just say when Michael comes back, he's gonna be he's gonna have quite a show when he finds out that he's gonna have to redo the TFT review. But
maybe I should attend this time. Maybe I should attend all of them since I own all of them. How about that, guys? Maybe you should have considered these a reference before considering Ariella, who didn't even know what iPause cap was up until a month and a half ago.
ouch. This has turned into a major roasting session. But yeah,
Just disclaimer, Ari and I are very good friends and I moderate on her streams, which aren't very fun to do, but I'm sorry, alright, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm being very rude.
alright, so now that we've touched up on the speaker and the microphone qualities, why don't we talk about something that Trilithics, at least of this day and age, were very well known for, and that would be oh, I should not have turned the flash on for this. That would be the character generator. Yes.
You can go to channel 1999 and we're starting to see a black EAS from the dash day.
So, as you can see right here, it says EAS Details Channel, and you're probably wondering, oh, what? Really? Really, you stupid TV, you're fucking slow. You're slow. I pressed that minutes ago, thank you. So, right here it says EAS Details Channel, and you're probably wondering, oh, why you have to get the EAS Details Channel on the smart TV? Well, if I think it's on this side of the TV, oh no, my mistake, it is on the other side. If I go here, you can see right here there is a yellow video cable plugged into the AV section of my TV. That is, if I go to the back of the EASyCAST, I apologize for the extremely poor wiring here. I kind of have like everything just lumped into one area here, but the God damn it. So, if you can see right here, these little BNC adapters right here, my EASyCAST, and depending on which version of your Easy encoder you have, you can actually hook up the internal character generator from there into a TV that supports RCA video and audio. Now, obviously, this one is only video. I'd have to find a way to at least maybe hook up the audio to the TV, but I'm not sure how to do it. I'm assuming.
Good way to do this. You know that little terminal block on the back that says audio switch, correct?
Yeah.
And how tedious it is? That's pretty much your only source of output for TV audio, or you can use your other output on the bigger terminal blocks that you usually use into your Sage. You can also use that, it just won't switch. But it'll just be direct audio output nonetheless, so if you want output to your TV, you just have to wire it out of the main output into your Sage. You know how you have your Easy going into your Sage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that same wire hole that Easy is coming out of, you can actually wire that out to RCA and then plug it into the TV that way.
Oh, nice. I'll probably have to invest in something like that at some point. But right now we're talking about the iconic character generator. So actually, before I do anything, I am going to turn off the. What I am gonna do. If I could freaking remember how to turn off the printer on this thing. Printer. Alright, so right now I'm gonna disable the printer and so if I go to levels, Damn it.
No, I was just kidding. That was me like 3 years ago.
Alright, what I am going to do before I do anything is disable the printer and turn off the speaker on the save, because I would like you to actually see and hear the Easy in its full glory. So, if you notice right here, there's a character generator menu in the Trilithic EASy app. And right here you can see how customizable it is. Like, you can enable the internal character generator, which is distinguished by 2 BNC adapters on the back. And you can also enable any external character generators that you may have, and if you could focus. You can also set when to enable the character generator. Let me rephrase. You can change the internal character generator display mode. You can have it just do a regular crawl. You can do a full page. You can do a full page if you really wanted to. And you can do a full page during strictly EASs. I'm going to do full page always, just for demonstration purposes. But what you can also do, you can change the color combination on here. So you can do white text, no background. I think that's only for, I believe that's just only for the crawling over the screen. You can do black text, no background. You can do Ari's favorite, which is a black text on a gray background, which it looks like that.
If you're sleeping, it's like 3 a.m. and you got the big white screen of freaking come up. It's not a white screen. You're blinded. It's a gray screen. Get your facts right.
Oh goodness. And then you can do. You can also do white text on a black background, which is what I had it set to before. How is it gay? It's black and white.
Do the gray screen with the white text. I don't like the white text. Gray screen with white text. Welcome to Illinois. Because that's like every easy unit has that exact screen. That is actually Protocol too, which is so stupid in Will County. This is my feelings. This is my feelings on my gray and white CD.
So, what you can also do is you can actually test the character generator as well. You can show the alignment page, and it'll say please wait a moment, alignment in progress or process, excuse me. You can also set your own character generator text message. So if I set Michael's phone down real quick. So you can actually have it set as a caption. If I press test CGs, oh wow, the message actually cuts off. That is big sad. That is.
I see radio and I'm a bit worried. What does that say?
Hold up, let me bring my phone camera over.
I don't want to go. I like it.
Child of Dutch bushes, she.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to get it to say massive oof, but yeah.
No, it's not gonna affect me though, because I don't upload.
Yeah, I don't. Except for when we finish the scenario.
Oh yeah. Oh. Quiet.
And you can also set it to a crawl message too. So I'm gonna try and do this as quickly as I can.
What does it say? Ew, that's so yucky.
Oof with the cat face.
I also expect the cat, but guess what? Now I
You are going to lose.
you posted cringe. No EAN on the perch.
That's it. You're putting on.
Alright, so if you notice that my that the character generator was scrolling at a very odd position, you can actually adjust the position of the crawl on the EASy's character generator. I'm just gonna put.
Make the crawl elaborate so that you could get the scary place.
It's actually at 7 where you can do the scary plus. But all right.
Oh my goodness! Just put the CG. First of all, the CG at 11 just makes the scroll at the bottom, which is what some broadcasters and cable people use, especially in FiOS, because in FiOS they have the second ticker that really screws everything up, which they don't need a second ticker. But a little bit of news on the FiOS ticker, by the way. That's not an external character generator you see in the EASy Plus videos with the black bar at the top. That's not even a character generator. That is literally a digital ticker that takes newsfeed information from the unit. So that's not a character generator. That's just an extra bar that they put there.
Well then. So if I set this, I'm going to set this back to what it was before. All right. So if I do, I'm just gonna do for shits and giggles. I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do a required weekly test for the Connecticut county served by WWH33. I'm gonna do it for 15 minutes. This is with the scroll at 11, which is at the very bottom.
And that's actually used quite often to compact space in different resolutions. Because as we know, not every TV is perfect, and sometimes your grandfather's old TV might tune into ABC and cut the logo off by 30%. In any case, that's why they have the alignment page, the CG adjustment, and everything like that, because some broadcaster cablers might need to put it in a certain position in order for the user to see it, because you can't. It's not really an alerting system if you can't see what's going on.
Right.
I mean, unless you're on radio.
So then I'm gonna do it at the. I'm gonna do it at what I had it when I first took it out of the box, and I believe the default position was at 2. Is that right?
Yes, the default CG position is at 2.
All right. And once this loads, there we go. Yeah, every time you make I should note, every time you make changes to the EASyCAST through the app, you have to upload the data to here, so this way it'll apply the changes.
Just keep in mind you're using a digital PC software on a very analog system, and it cannot update real time because it's a very analog system.
Right. I'm gonna do.
Some people sorry, continue.
No,
you're fine. Continue.
I was just gonna do another weekly, but for my county, so I could demonstrate the different scroll.
Fun fact for most of the people out there, I don't think anybody truly realizes how old some of these units really are. The EASyCAST was released in 2007, with the EASy Plus coming before it in 2002, believe it or not.
Well, shit.
So
when was
EASy Plus was 2002, EASy IPTV was 2004, and EASyCAST was 2007.
I was actually just about to ask about the IPTV. And
I have an IPTV.
Also known as I don't know if this is the reason why this joke came around, but you call it like the Banana E Plus or something like that?
That is a straight up meme. That is a Photoshop. That somebody literally took the LCD logo, speaker, microphone, and DTMF pad, not even DTMF pad, but number pad, and then slapped it onto a banana. That's a meme. That doesn't apply to anything. It's just a really poorly photoshopped meme.
Oh, alright.
Banana. Oh, because the logo on the front looks like a banana. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Never mind. My apologies.
no worries, you're fine. So if I do a weekly test for Fairfield with the scroll position at 2, yeah, I noticed weekly tests load up a lot quicker on here. Did I? Okay, there we go. So this is pretty much your generic easy series scroll. It'll be right underneath the emergency alert system text on top with the origination code, the default issue day or end text, and the event code on the bottom. Oh, and all ENDECs, I should mention this, they have a 24-hour time by default.
Yes, every ENDEC uses UTC time.
And then if I set it to what I had it set at before, it is not in main, it's in general. I'm gonna set this to position 7, which is, I believe, what I had it set to before.
They use military time for the time zone, but for Julian-wise, every EAS data byte is put into UTC Julian. That's what I was talking about.
Alright, so I'm going to go back into the encoder and do another weekly for Fairfield.
That's none of your business. Go back.
What was that about a DASDEC review?
Your review.
Go back to the radio review, smart TV review, the easy push encoder review.
Anyways, yeah, no. A little serious, so when you do a DASDEC review, I'd like to attend because I know.
And I already have you down on the list.
There's a list.
Yeah, well, not really a list. It's like 4 people.
Hey, top secret.
What's your business?
Okay, I'm sounding the alarm.
All right. One last weekly. I'm gonna do it for Fairfield again. I'm just gonna say this now. I am so glad my stream is not running right now because I'm sure whoever's monitoring me would be pissed at the amount of weeklies I sent.
It's still in effect. Yeah, no, the Delaware one's still in effect, unfortunately.
Yeah, so this is the Scary Plus scroll that you mostly find in every EAS scenario ever. So if I set this back up here, yeah, that's pretty much. So you can customize the scroll to be literally wherever the hell you want it. Like, you could have it at the very bottom, you could have it at the very top, you could have it in the middle, like, to replicate the scary scroll. You could have it, like, literally anywhere you want, from positions, I believe, 1 through 11. I'm gonna set this back to where it was before, at 7. So yeah, that's a little bit of a preview of what you can do with the character generator. Now, if I remember correctly, I think you mentioned something to me about how you could send alerts or something through a telephone if you have it hooked up.
Okay, yes, and you can do this. I'm not going to be educating people on how to do this because some systems still use this. Some older broadcasting cable systems still use telephone access. But yes, you can use telephone access, but I will not be educating on how to use that unless it's like not on video. But Thunderbuddy, if you want to do it and you can do it, I'll let you in on that. But do not go calling if you find any sort of number that's listed as EAS or anything like that in a broadcast or cable website, don't call it, because you can get into serious trouble for something like that.
Alright. So that was a little bit of a preview of that was a little bit of an add-in on the alert origination. So we could probably talk about the what else could we talk about on here?
I'm putting out an update to that CA.
Why? There's no update though.
Well, just saying the Amber Alert remained in effect.
You're just bored. You're just straight up bored.
I kind of want to demonstrate what receiving an alert on the Easy Plus is like. Nicholas, do you have...
Don't do that. Just don't.
Why don't?
Because you're... Two reasons. Number one, you're
I'm gonna issue the...
Go ahead and issue an ADR or something. Just for the record, yes, you can receive alerts on the Easy IP, so flippin' cool, but I really don't want the first freaking alert being received on that poor thing being from WFEP. So
I take credit for that. That's all me.
So
and you say people didn't have small brains, but I don't agree.
I never said...
alright, so I'm gonna cut the recording here. I'm gonna try and come up with the next feature that we could discuss on this thing.
I have a feature.
Oh, you have a feature you would like to discuss?
Before you do, I have one fucking question.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I see you showcase the screen styles, right?
Yeah, it's just showcase the character generator.
Anyways, I just have one question to sincerely ask.
Alright.
Why the fuck is Demon Sperm trending on Twitter under politics?
Blame did it. I'm sorry, he was Joe freaking Biden.
Shit.
No. Insane people are right. Let's not talk about people. Video. That's be smart.
This segment alone is already 21 minutes long and it's still going.
I would hope that you just cut out everything about because that's gonna be pretty to put on YouTube like that.
No, I know.
My personal opinion.
Alright, but yeah, now that we've finished this 21-minute long segment, you said something about a feature that you wanted to discuss?
Oh, a feature? Yeah, hold on. Let me get the feature for you.
Alright.
So,
Wait, hold on. What was that supposed to be?
you need me to repeat myself? Okay,
Yes.
hold on.
God damn it.
That is so loud.
Well, why don't we get into that feature?
Things you can do with this unit that would take so long in a video to tap into. You can set this thing up to transfer its EAS data to a file transfer protocol server. You can hook it all up through internet and control it from internet miles and miles away from your own home. Which, by the way, is why some little D-bag in, I believe Washington, was able to hack into the EASyCAST in that area. Because you can still control them via internet, but you see, this is why
You kind of cut out there, buddy.
What I was saying was somebody in Washington State hacked an EASyCAST. I'm sure everyone remembers seeing the screenshots from that.
Oh boy.
Now, as for that, this is why you don't really... You can put the EASyCAST, all the easy versions, as long as they have an Ethernet card, you can put them on the internet. You can actually control them away from home via the software if you really wanted to by port forwarding. However, this is why you don't always want to do that, because if you don't set your passwords, people will break into your ENDEC, control your ENDEC, which is exactly what happened in the EASyCAST. But you can put these things on the internet and have them do a bunch of cool things. You just gotta be very careful putting them on the internet. It's kind of like putting your real name on the internet. You gotta be very careful about that.
Right.
Alongside utilities, there are so many more things you can do with this, man. You can add user accounts, so certain people can use certain parts of the ENDEC. You know, let's say you're the manager of a broadcaster cable channel, and you're the head administrator, so you can log in and be the head administrator, control the unit. However, if you put another user account on there that's like employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, they all have their own set passcodes, they all have their own set usernames, and they can all do their own set abilities on the unit.
Huh. So that's actually, I'd have to say, like, in terms of feature availability on the EASyCAST, the fact that you can literally control this from miles away, like, if I really wanted to, assuming I wasn't lazy, which let's be honest here, I'm really fucking lazy. If I were up at university, I could technically control the EASyCAST if I really wanted to.
Yes, if you port forwarded the TCP port, which I will not be giving out on this video, if you port forwarded that from an external software, you could put in your home IP address at that port, click connect as long as the username and password are in there, and it would connect you via the internet through your port forward to the software. You can also control it via phone line just by calling the telephone number itself, and you will be greeted by beeping.
Hey Siri,
That's really about all I want to say.
call Trilithic EASy Plus.
Please do not call my home number. I do not want my home number called, and the EASy Plus isn't even plugged into the phone line, and my phone's about to start ringing for no apparent reason.
Oh, don't.
Alright, so so we already touched up on how bad the microphone can be, and this next complaint of mine is just purely from my own personal experience, but I'm going to talk about something that I personally don't like, and that would be having to use coax for the antennas. This is just a personal complaint of mine. Some people might actually like using them, but this, for me, is just a personal complaint. So, if you notice back here, you can see the coax adapters that I use. You can just see a coax antenna, that's like a direct antenna in general. And back here, you can also see a coax to female RCA connector that I'm using for my Midland 18-259W. God damn it.
Wait, Nicholas, do you have your Sage climbed into the EASyCAST?
He does.
Okay. So in that case, if you receive this administrative message, you should go over the Lord
Well,
stop with WFEP for like 6 minutes.
So, well, actually, it's the EASyCAST that's plugged into the Sage. So, if anything, I would be receiving the message directly onto the Sage. But that's
Wait, no, it wouldn't, because you'd have to go through WC24 first, and if I didn't want to relay, it'd just come all through.
WFEP fetish!
You're gonna catch a lot of shit from Jaden for that, just letting you know.
so.
It's BS, but you are.
Anyways, so if you notice here,
Anyways,
I'm using.
Nicholas, before you continue,
Can
I just have one thing to say.
I please continue? I've been interrupted so many fucking times.
I just have one thing to say.
What?
Easy Sage.
I'm done. So yeah, if you notice back here, I'm using coax adapters for the antennas. Now, why am I complaining about this? May you ask? Because personally, I think it would have been a lot easier if Trilithic actually gave you default antennas that you could use from the factory, maybe like retractable antennas, kind of like on the running snail that we reviewed earlier this season. But like, let's say,
That piece of fuck. Yeah.
like, let's say if I wanted to retract this antenna and like hide it somewhere behind this little panel here. I would prefer if the antennas were like that, if I'm honest, because one, it's more compact, so to speak. Two, less work for the lazy guy like me to go through.
Right.
And 3, it's just like you can save money on parts. Like, I don't remember how much I spent on these antennas because I bought them like months ago. But I will say an upside to having the coax, you can just buy coax adapters. Like, for example, I'm just gonna unplug this for demonstration purposes. This is a coax to RCA adapter.
Film it like this, just so they can see it better. I find it better like this.
Alright, so just by this alone, you can see the adapters come in a variety of different options. You can just get a coax antenna like I do here. You can get a coax to female RCA cable like you would find on the old Atari units. I don't know if you can get like if there's a coax to like a regular HD TV antenna. I think there is, but although the coax does give you some wiggle room in terms of antennas, I do think they should have at least gave some sort of internal antennas from the factory. But that's my opinion. I'm not gonna say that Trilithic should have done that, even though I kind of just did, but that's just my view. Everyone has their own opinion, unlike what some of the assholes on social media today like to believe.
No, you're fucking telling me, dude.
But why don't we talk about something that I think Michael has ranted about a couple of times, as he's holding my very expensive iPhone. I believe you said that you had an issue with the number pad, right? Didn't you say something about how you had like an issue with the number pad or something like that off camera?
The keypad?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they implement that? Alright, the keypad on the Trilithic EASyCAST. Personally, I don't like it. I don't. Yeah, it's once you get the hang of it, it's fairly easy to set up, but I still don't like it. Why do they have this? Why couldn't they have like 4 separate buttons here someplace like the ENDEC does, or even here, or even a couple of up and down arrows like the TFT? This is just my personal opinion. I don't like the keypad. I hate it. I absolutely despise the keypad on this fucking thing.
Once again, it's an EAS controller that is primarily controlled by phone, which is why they gave it such a DTMF look.
Yeah, but why? But couldn't they have just made the keypad separate and the selecting buttons?
Yeah, that would probably have been a better design choice, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. But instead, it's all like blended into this fucking DTMF keypad. And if you don't know how to, operate this thing, then yeah, that's fucked. What's the test menu? Ooh. But anyways, yeah. Personally, I do not like the keypad one bit. Maybe when you're getting the hang of it. When you get the hang of it, it's okay. But they should have made a better design. Like, put these and these separately, like right here. Like, put the 6 buttons, like 2, 4, 6, right here next to each other. And then have the DTMF pad like right here, and maybe keep the buttons right here and have a star and a pound. Can you fucking not?
Not funny.
Anyways.
That's not funny. This is funny.
God damn it. Anyways. But yeah, personally, that's just an opinionated complaint of mine. I don't like the keypad.
Crowbar.
I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, the keypad to me, I mean, I kind of gotten used to it since I've had it for like a couple of months now. I think I unboxed this in February. And is my dog seriously snoring right now?
Yes.
Well, shit.
Nice dog.
Thank you.
He's a cute. Oh no, he's not. He's awake. Mr. Lazy Boy is awake.
Hey, Xerxes. Hey, Xerxes. This your big boy. What you want? Bitchy.
One more hero has destroyed all of your equipment. Is destroyed, and Xerxes is floating there. White in his eyes, and he's been possessed with his destroyer. Any right.
He's literally like one of the friendliest dogs I've ever seen. But you hear that come out of his fucking mouth? Is Xerxes gonna be made into a meme? Mr. Rip Ass 100.
Oh, good God. Oh boy.
So, how are you gonna enjoy that TFT sprinkles?
Mine now.
How's that yours now?
tell that was my intro.
Give me my phone back.
Nope. Mine. My iPhone now.
Give me my phone back. No, seriously, give me my phone back.
Okay. Can you not give the fucking copyright, please? Okay, just hang on a sec. All right, I want you to hold this. But getting back to the keypad, I'm just pointing the camera at you. Pointing back to the keypad, okay? It's just one of those designs that I just don't really like. I know this thing can be activated by telephone, but seriously. They could have made a better design now. But, anyways.
So, do you think there's anything else that we could probably discuss on it? Because I already touched up on
the keypad? Yeah.
No, on the EASyCAST itself.
Well, I mean, there is one thing that I've been wanting to discuss about another thing about the keypad. The letters are not alphabetical.
Bro.
No, like seriously, it's missing some letters.
How is it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, J,
No, not here. Not here.
But what do you mean?
I'm talking about, like, at least they got that right. But what I'm talking about is the Gorman-Redlich encoders. They're missing a couple letters. This reminds me of that in a way.
How does that? But this is not a Gorman-Redlich though.
No, the design of the keypad reminds me of the Gorman-Redlich.
Well, how's it? Well, what do you mean it's missing? How do?
No, this one is not missing letters. The one on the other one is.
If you look up pictures of the keypad is the shittiest keypad. It has the design that you want, Clay, with the arrows to the side of the DTMF on the left, arrows on the right.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
The material it's made of is the legit worst material ever to be on an ENDEC. As you have to like I don't know if you guys can hear this, but they're
Sorry, here. I'm just keeping the camera on you. So
I was just trying to get the. So, alright. So now that we've touched up on the keypad, terminal blocks is an issue I have with all ENDECs. How I have to kind of like, unless I take them out, I have to like reach behind, which causes my left shoulder to fucking scream at me. Oh, I know another feature that I want to talk about on this, and this was actually a problem when I was using my TFT.
Oh, really?
And
yeah. What?
I don't think you have permission to be.
What do you mean? What do you sprinkles? What? You already said that about me. Come on.
Goodbye, Jesus.
Yeah, I know that too.
Okay. Hey.
What?
Rehearsal 1, SPC bridge port 411.
this is.
What is a Gorman-Redlich? I can't. I'm not telling you because you're gonna buy one and then it's gonna be sad. Gorman-Redlich.
So.
No, it's another EAS manufacturer.
So another feature I would like to complain about, and
You can also try setting it.
so another feature I would like to complain about, and that would be the local alert blockout. Nick might know what I'm talking about.
This thing has alert blocking?
Yeah.
Well,
that is the strictest unit in all of EAS as for location codes.
Oh boy!
right,
Why don't we discuss that?
The EASyCAST.
Wait, so it doesn't have auto. Wait.
So
you can't receive alerts that aren't.
Oh.
You cannot receive alerts if they are not in your county list.
That's hella gay.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so essentially, what we're trying to say here about the the alert blockout. So essentially, as I mentioned before, or as Nick has explained before, so as Nick was saying, you cannot receive alerts that aren't programmed in the EASy application right here. So if I pull up the county list right here, and I'm gonna turn off the TV so I don't get image burn. So
Image burn, yeah, gotta hate it.
So if you receive an EAS that's not part of any of the counties you have programmed in, then it'll just not activate. And this actually poses another issue if you have your Sage or your TFT hooked into, I believe it is the which one is it? Which port is it on here? I know I used it before. The audio expansion section. Or actually no. If you have the audio settings on here to output a certain monitor. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say if you have an ENDEC wired into terminal number 5, and you wanted to output the audio from terminal 5. The only issue that you would run into is if, let's say if you're in a program like NERP, and an alert just so happens to be transmitted that's for your county. If your other ENDEC receives it, and then as soon as it's transmitting it, the EASy receives it, it'll mute the audio that it was outputting before after the EASyCAST transmits its message, and you have to manually change it back to output the audio that it was outputting before.
That's if you're using the audio output, which is what you want to use for the radio direct. As for the audio switch is just a switch. It doesn't have to be manually reset, but at the same point, you cannot use the audio switch for internal radio output or any other audio output. So I'd suggest sticking with that one. But yes, it is unfortunate that you have to manually reset it every time it's done.
Yeah, and if you're someone like me if you're someone like me, Nick, or Ari that's actually in NERP, and you're trying to relay alerts to a chain, if you're monitoring someone, which in my case currently I'm monitoring W114, if he happens to transmit an alert that's for, I don't know, Siskiyou County, California, and my EASy previously received a weekly test from one of my local stations, and if I had it previously set to output audio from the Sage, I would actually not be able to output the audio from the EASyCAST onto my stream until I go back into the menus and reset it. And that is that, my friends, is called a disruption in the chain.
Oh yeah, that's never fun.
Yeah, not at all. And that's actually why, after I got my Sage, I decided to hook up the EASy into there. So this way, it'll...
I could put a tornado warning to my EMAS and then interrupt it with a 32 county weekly test.
No, because the priority of... So automatically on the TFTs, the priority will take over. But here's the thing. So if you have a tornado warning for one county and a severe thunderstorm warning for 2 counties, it will favor the severe thunderstorm warning. As yes, there may be a tornado in one county, but there's also an SBR in 2 counties. And 2 counties is way bigger coverage and population area, and more people are getting affected despite the disaster. However, weekly tests and monthly tests are automatically thrown at the bottom of the list when it comes to priority. So if you have a 2-county tornado warning and then you have a 32-county weekly test, it's not going to care if it's a weekly or monthly test. It's just going to report it all together because, hey, there's a tornado warning, which is higher on the list.
Right. So that was the local alert blockout on the EASyCAST and the EASy series in general. What?
What the fuck?
Serve up Campbell's tomato soup. Your mouth will have a blast.
Alright, just checking to see if there's...
I love Campbell's tomato soup.
Just trying to see if there's anything else I could really talk about. I have the logging feature on the Easy app, but for some reason it just hasn't been working at all. Let's see. I could talk about like the logger bot that I'm using, but I don't know if I'm allowed to discuss that since it's nerf based.
No, you can, dude. It's dude, you're fine, man. It's like, don't give out the bot, but just you can just get, dude. We're not like the Gestapo, dude. Like, you can talk about the program as freely as you like, but don't give out any software, any passcodes, any server info. Just,
all right.
That's all I'm really concerned about. Otherwise, yeah, talk really about it. It was developed. Hey, be sure to give credit to the person that developed it. The person that developed that logger bot was a person going by the name of Acorn, which hopefully I can get one of these two people in the room to link their channel in the description for that credit. But
all right,
who knows?
So why don't we talk about the message protocol feature, which is essentially the way of how the EASyCAST Jesus Christ. Why don't we talk about the message protocol feature on the EASyCAST? Alright, so for message protocol, so normally when you're hooking up a logger bot for like Discord or something like that, you would normally have it set to newsfeed. However, I used to have this set to log text, which essentially makes the broadcasting data a lot more cool to read. Now, I think I might have to change some. Do I have to change anything in the logger before? I don't think I need to change anything on here in terms of I think I just need to keep the baud rate the same. I believe if I set this to log text instead of newsfeed, I'm gonna change it back after this video. The way you set up the message protocol, it'll actually be a lot more descriptive in terms of what you receive. So I'm just gonna load up my logger bot here. Oh wow! Okay, just fucking crashed right on startup. Bet. Let's see. Plug it, unplug it, and plug it back in. There we go. Let's. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me, but oh, I bet. So yeah, right here it says a user activity log. It says the login data. I should have turned the printer off. And ouch. That just did not work as well as I was expecting it to. But well, it logged it. It just let me show you.
Now, keep in mind, Thunder Buddy, you're using like the not good version of that logger, which we've updated a lot and even put out the software thing. But you're using, oh lord, that doesn't look good. Yeah, no, you're using the hybrid actually that nobody else has.
Oh.
That was given to you to work specifically with your unit back when you were the only one that had a unit like that. There are different like loggers now, so you should be able to upgrade them. Just visit the program.
Alright, I'll have to update that then. So, I'm just gonna put my phone back in here. But yeah, I'm gonna try and show this the best I can. So, we'll say... So, it'll say transmit log, originator, EAS participant, event required weekly test, origination time and expiration time right here, protocol text, yada yada yada, alert text, yada 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 yada. If I close this out and change this back over to I change this back over to newsfeed.
Trilithic USB drive.
Alright, I'll have to update the logger bot. I should have done this earlier, but I'll try and update it whenever I can. I'm gonna load this back up. Send event to encoder. So this is an example of what the default when set to newsfeed would look like. So right here, there's a transmitted alert right there. If I scroll up a bit, there's the alert that I originated. And if this could stop printing anytime soon, that would be lovely. There we go. Now that it's stopped printing, yeah, I'll show the alert text right here, but that's besides the point. So, depending on how you have your Discord logger bot set up, you can actually get it to say a lot of stuff, whether it be two separate messages or one gigantic message as a whole. I'll have to update the logger bot just so I can fix that that spam of invalid text. But yeah, that's a quick example of how you could set up your log data if you really wanted to. I don't think there's anything else to really discuss on here, so we could probably just get into the final thoughts on it. So, final thoughts on the on the Trilithic. It's a great lineup of encoders, like whether it be the EASyCAST, the IPTV, or the Plus. To clear up any sort of confusion, the character generator isn't specific to the EASy Plus. You can actually get it with the IPTV or the cast if you really wanted to. You just have to make sure that it comes with one if you're getting one secondhand.
Remember, folks, once again, it's not that certain models have a CD. It's whether or not. Back when you had to buy these, you had to buy them directly from Trilithic, and you'd have to go to Trilithic and say, yes, I want this with my ENDEC. I do want a character generator, or I don't want a character generator. Nowadays, though, you just have to get lucky. So if your unit doesn't have one, it's not because it was manufactured without one. It's because it was originally made intentionally without one. But every single one, by default, does have a character generator.
Yeah, so that's just to clear up any sort of confusion. Because I was actually getting a message last night saying, oh, you should get the EASy Plus. It has a character generator. I was like, well, bro, my EASyCAST has a character generator. So, yeah, in terms of usability, pretty much you'll be able to do a lot more if you get the app, the Trilithic EASyCAST Plus or IPTV app. I'm using the EASy Plus app with an EASyCAST. Yeah, I know, yada yada yada. You're kind of conflicting hardware here, but that's literally the only application that would run with the firmware that I have, which is version 8.09. I'll have to hopefully at some point a version 8.09 EASyCAST specific app will load up, but even then, I've had next to no issues running the Plus app with the cast, so, but yeah, I would seriously recommend getting the app, because you'll be able to do a lot more if you have it, rather than just doing stuff from the front panel. The antennas, like, that you have to get with them, they're kind of a pain if you don't want to use coax. You pretty much have to. Speaker quality is okay. Mic quality is just trash. Character generator is probably like one of the best things about this, assuming your EASy comes with it. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. If the EASy that you bought was intentionally built with it. The keypad, a bit of a nuisance, but it's manageable. And a lot of the other capabilities, like being able to control this via the internet, like from miles and miles away. That is probably one of the cooler features about the Trilithics. But yeah, other than that, I think that's just about it for the EASys. They're great encoders. I wouldn't say they're the best for starters. Again, that's where the TFT would come into play. In terms of difficulty to use over the past few reviews that we've done, I would rate the EASyCAST as probably one of the harder ones to use. The TFT, one of the easier ones, and the Sage is kind of like in between. That's just me, though. Obviously, some would say that they find the Easy probably one of the easiest encoders to use. Easy being the easiest. Some would say that the Sage ENDEC is the Sage EAS ENDEC, I should say, was probably one of the easier ones. But yeah, universally, it's known for the easiest encoder to use would probably have to be the TFT. But back to the EASyCAST. I would recommend getting it if you have some experience with encoders. And although it's not necessarily mandatory that you should get an Easy with the character generator, it is recommended just for the cool factor of it. Because, yeah, you'll have to buy a cord for it, like I did here. But if your TV supports RCA video, you could actually just hook up the EASyCAST from the character generator port. Actually, you can hook up any Easy from its character generator port if it has one into the back of the TV if it has RCA. But yeah, other than that, the tones are somewhat iconic, so to speak. The usability is kind of difficult to use. Hence why I said you should wait, like maybe start off with the TFT, then work your way up. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it in terms of... Jesus Christ, Michael!
Damn it, Xerxes. You okay?
And there's a Treeman 4000.
And there's SPC Bridgeport 4117. Bitch.
So, would I recommend getting the...
How about you shut the fuck up?
But in terms of so I would recommend this encoder, but only if you have enough experience with it. Obviously, start off with the TFT and work your way up. But unless you're one of those daring people like me who just went from the TFT straight to the Trilithics, or if you have enough experience where you feel like the Sage and the TFT are inferior to you, then go right ahead. But please be responsible when using this encoder or any other one, whether it be a Sage, a Gorman Redlick, a Hollyann, a TFT, or a Burke, or a DASDEC, because these are meant for professionals, and you shouldn't exactly fool around with them, because you could land yourself in prison with a very hefty fine.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you transmit the wrong alert
through government frequencies. Geo.
Yes. But on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of ENDEC reviews. Radio reviews.
Now remember, this only goes 10 feet.
Hey guys, remember, it only goes 10 feet. No. Anyways. Yeah. Apologies if I kind of left it up to you to do the rest of the review, but you know more about this thing than I do. And plus, I was working on the Elite Traveler episode, so...
Oh, really? I thought you were fapping to Pornhub.com/gay-sex.
I fap to regular sex, thank you very much. But not anymore, since I have... what?
So...
Anyways. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Radio Reviews. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like on this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel for future episodes of Radio Reviews like this. Also, subscribe to SPC Bridgeport, Thunder Buddy 01. And also subscribe to EAS Guy 114, as well as Derpy Fire Alarms. And hey, Nicholas, come over here. I see the infrared light from your iPhone through this thing.
Yep. And if I may also add, also be sure to subscribe to Acorn with her link in the description, because she actually made these logger bots that I use.
Yep. She indeed made them. And as Ari continues her WDFA fetish, we're going to close off the video now. So, this is Clay Ranger 143 signing out, along with
Thunderbody 01.
And if you two could stop fucking arguing about WDFA, Ari.
Dude, I was gonna ask you guys if you put the NERP Discord server in so people can join. They can.
Oh yeah. If you guys have your own encoder, and if you'd like to join the nationwide encoder relay program, click the link in the description of this video.
Public sector, that.
Yeah, the public sector. Yeah, the public sector. There will be a link for you to apply to NERP, and then you can go ahead and test out your own encoder on their streams, and also relay your own alerts if you have the capability to run your own weather radio or just regular old music station. So,
or in my case, also a silent but EAS station.
Yeah. So, anyways, I already did my sign out. He already did his. Now it's your guys' turn.
Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Okay, Markiplier, head ass.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Welcome to Fire.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and we're gonna look at the Sage ENDEC.
Setting Clay Ranger on fire.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and we're gonna be taking Nicholas's black and silver. No. Yeah.
Stop making fun of Markiplier now and end the video.
It's your guys' turn. Nick, you go first, then Ari.
Okay, I don't usually have an outro, but EASguy114, you can find me at youtube.com/EASguy114, and go ahead and subscribe to these two guys that you're currently watching right now, as they are also great content creators, and do not subscribe to Derpy Fire Alarms, as Derpy Fire Alarms has too many subscribers and does not need any more. Chances are you're already subscribed, and if you are, please do yourself a service and unsubscribe. Thank you.
No. Ooh.
My name is Ari, and I approve this message.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Have safe travels if you're going anywhere.
Go to WDFAradio.com to tune into 24/7 music.
I'm done.
Wow.
Huh? Who did that?
Hold up.
Oh, damn it. Of course you muted the speaker. Ridiculous.
Well, let's see.
Administrative message for all of New York City. Nassau, Suffolk.
Okay, Discord, I don't know why the hell your audio isn't playing.
You shouldn't have muted the speaker after that.
Well, sorry.
Let's just let it record the message and all that. And what the fuck? This better not be a dummy message from Ari or some shit. I swear to God.
Okay, why isn't my audio playing?
This better not be a dummy message. I swear to God. Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Have a safe day and peace out.